what was a bad thing for us to do was see Rusty Wallace first and engage everybody else. Their team is so quick, it makes everybody else look slow.
Randy?
Well, Dale Jarrett is in. Second in the points, was leading on the racetrack when he came in. Left side tires off, right side's already been changed. I have not seen one chassis adjustment. Cars down on the way. This trick crew is getting much, much better as well.
Isn't that kind of odd that we have not seen chassis adjustments, just tire changes?
I'll tell you, I think that's what they think they're doing. I think they're chasing the racetrack and almost afraid to make big changes. You know, they're just letting the driver get used to the track.
They just about cannot do anything but do that and get back out on the racetrack under the green flag. Now, if they had the yellow, they'd work on it.
Bobby Labonte makes his stop. So does Bobby Hillen as green flag stops continue here at New Hampshire International. We'll be right back. Well, we found out why we didn't get any more faxes. The fax machine.
Oh, somebody's in the wall up here. The zero car.
Burton again.
Fax machine broke.
The zero car just got in the wall at 3.
We're set for some.
Now this will make it. Is anybody not stopped yet?
We're not putting a caution out.
Oh, they got to.
I don't think so, unless it's the 98.
Now they're waving. The 98's on pit road
There's
now.
the yellow. There's the
Boy,
yellow.
if he'd stay out, he'd about have a lap on the field.
I bet it's a 17 pit and he never does.
No, I think they've all stopped.
Yes, Elliott stopped.
Yeah.
How about Waltrip? How about Darrell?
Was a lap down.
But did he stop?
Right, he might have been back on the lead lap.
He probably did. He didn't have to stop yet because he made all those stops under caution to try to adjust that miss. Instead of filling it with gas every time. So basically,
Hey, Davey may have put Ernie Irvin a lap down on that cross start finish line.
He did.
He did.
I don't think Ernie had stopped yet.
Of course, he's probably already.
Ernie had not stopped for the same reason.
Okay, gotcha.
But I think Ernie went a lap down.
Yeah, showing
Hang on to
Ernie's
that
87 laps and the other's 88.
I think that was for position, guys, because Ernie had not stopped because he had stopped so many times under caution.
Well, scoring is showing it as a lap, Glenn.
Yeah, I'm going to find out. I don't think that's right, though.
Well, all right, Gale. Did Ernie just get lapped by Davey, or is he on the lead lap? Did Ernie just get lapped by Davey, or is he on the lead lap? He has. Okay.
No replays.
All right, the scoring is correct. They stopped at the same time. Ford did.
Welcome back to New Hampshire International. Look at the right front of Jeff Burton's car. It is not turning. After he turned it into the wall up in turn number 3, many people thought he might have a top 10 day today with his flat track experience in the Busch Series, but he's gone up and into the fence and now to the garage area. He brings out the 3rd caution flag of the day at lap number 90. As they raced back to the flag, Davey Allison beat Ernie Irvin to the flag. Lake Speed took Davey all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack so he could stay on the lead lap. Irvin was not quite as lucky. The Kodak car is now a lap down to Davey Allison, the race leader. Sterling Marlin is 2nd according to our unofficial rundown. Mark Martin is 3rd. Mike Waltrip in 4th, and Darrell Waltrip may well be back on the lead lap as the rest of the cars on the lead lap pitted. Waltrip stayed out because he pitted earlier, remember, with a chassis problem after going a lap down, so he's back on the lead lap, and now he'll pick up the tail end of the line. Bill Elliott also making a stop here under caution.
You know, Junior Johnson with Elliott said they were going to go a long run. If they had, they would have put the whole field a lap down just about, but they pitted right when the other leaders did.
This Speedway was a big gamble for Bob Thayer. He built it without hope of a date from any major sanctioning body. But he's a self-made man. He's been in this position before. Here's Ken Squire.
This is Bob Thayer's contribution to speed in action. New Hampshire International Speedway. He's done it all himself. Signed the notes, paid the bills. His Yankee ingenuity first appeared in the midgets. The bear off he won all with the likes of men like Bill Airborne Eldridge. Didn't have a high school diploma, but that didn't stop him from owning a bank, shopping centers, housing developments, and a way of life that a dairy family farm kid could hardly imagine. Hannibal Hamlin's house, vice president under Abe Lincoln, South Paris, Maine. That's his home today. And here, behind the gruff exterior, that love of speed in action is his passion. his classics. Duesenbergs, Packards, Mercedes. They're called one-offs, single editions, originals. A lot like the man that now owns them, Bob Bear.
Looks just like your garage at home, Neil, huh?
I got a pickup truck. Mine.
Here and in the streets of the nearby town of here and earlier Laconia. They've had Trans Am sports car racing here, stock cars and drag racing on the old facility. Bob Bear bought it, refurbished it. He knew the fans would support it. Now he's got Indy cars, Winston Cup, Busch Grand National Racing. Still has SCCA motorcycle events.
I tell you what, just like those classic cars, this racetrack is pretty shiny itself. And what a facility built.
5 different race leaders so far, 7 lead changes, average speed just over 100 miles an hour. We're working the 3rd caution and we're getting ready to go back to green here. Only Ken Schrader and Phil Parsons in the garage, though they've now been joined by Jeff Burton's car. On the restart, Davey Allison will be on the point. Remember, all these cars just made pit stops prior to the caution. Sterling Marlin is 2nd. Mark Martin is 3rd, Jeff Gordon is 4th, 5th is Dale Jarrett, 6th is Rusty Wallace, 7th is Kyle Petty, 8th is Ricky Rudd, Joe Nemechek is 9th, Bobby Labonte's in the 10th spot, 11th Jimmy Hensley, 12th Terry Labonte, 13th is Rick Wilson, 14th is Mike Waltrip, and 15th Lake Speed. Bill Elliott, Darrell Waltrip, Brett Bodine, and Jeff Bodine are also all on the lead lap. And there's about a dozen cars 1 lap down, including Irvin and Earnhardt.
Yeah, right on the inside line, right there, the 55 car. Right on the inside, got a shot to get a lap back right up beside Davey Allison.
It's Ted Musgrave in the US Air Jasper Engines Ford, and we are back to green. Musgrave's going to try it. He's going to get it. He's back on the lead lap now. Allison has to look left for Earnhardt. Finds him. Here comes Marlin for the lead. Look at all the momentum Davey Allison lost after that brush and slide with Earnhardt.
Back here. Looks like a bulldog took a bite out of it.
If I can snag the quarter panel, I hope it didn't mess up the rear spoiler.
See if we can see it from inside Jeff Gordon's car, and Allison's car just gets sideways again. He hauls it back in, but he has lost quite a few positions from the lead.
We see the 18 car right there under Davey Allison. Jarrett trying to get under him also.
You see Rusty Wallace moved up there quite a bit on that stop.
Dale Jarrett to the inside of Allison. Sterling Marlin is again the race leader. Mark Martin now 2nd.
This car, Rusty Wallace, is really hooked up. He's going by Davey Allison. No problem whatsoever.
NASCAR officials issued a reprimand down to the pits of Earnhardt, telling car owner Richard Childress any more contact, they will deal with it. Let's have a look again at what happened as Allison, the race leader, Earnhardt on the inside, trying to get a lap back.
The 55 car took that inside line, 28 out there. Earnhardt goes in there and gets right up in the left rear of Allison. 8 also got him in the rear when it got him out of shape there.
Looked like the front end on Earnhardt's car might have broke loose a little bit there, Neil.
Sure got in that quarter right there, and it looked like the 8 might have tagged him a little bit also. Got Davey out of stride, shoved him out outside lane. He lost a lot of positions.
Allison currently 5th. Check that, make that 5th, 6th, 7th.
Well, guys, on the Davey Allison car, while he slowed up, they're really concerned about the car. They're not quite sure what it was. They thought they had a lot of buildup on the right-hand side tires. Davey was a little concerned that he might lose the car going in after the restart. He slowed down, then he thought he had a flat. Now he's saying he's got something loose on the car. So Davey doesn't quite know what's wrong with it, but they're going to try and ride it out a little bit, get a little feel for it. If they have to come in, they will.
Again, Neil, that top groove down in 1 and 2, the rubber kind of sits up there. After you've been running down on the bottom, it's real easy to find the marbles here. You don't have to step too far out of the groove to get there.
When they talk about build-up, these guys had just pitted prior to that caution 2 or 3 laps. They got heat in their tires. The caution came out. They didn't want to pit again, so in turn it really stuck a lot of that build-up on those tires. It'll take a lap or 2 to get them cleaned off, and that's what he was questioning. He just didn't have the feel he wanted with the car at that time.